What's going on? Today is Friday, December the 6th, 2024. I'm covering Willie Keeler, Baseball Hall of Fame. 341 career batting average. And the more I look at this guy, the more I'm impressed. And I want to make a proclamation right now, and an analysis and a critique. Here's my proclamation. Willie Keeler is one of the greatest hitters of all time. One of them. And I can prove it. I've been covering his career from 1892 until 1910. I'm looking at all his baseball seasons. Right now, he's in a stretch, which is remarkable, and not too many players in baseball history have this kind of stretch. What do I mean? 1894, he got his first 200-hit season. 1895, his second. 1896, 3. 1897, 4. 1898, 5. 1899, 6. 1900, 7. And now we're covering his 1901 season, and guess what? His 8th season in a row, 200 hits. How many players can make that claim in baseball history? One other player can do it. Ichiro Suzuki had 10 200-hit seasons in a row. But Willie Keeler did something that Ichiro Suzuki did not do. He has 6 seasons in a row over 370. Ichiro just had, out of those 200-hit seasons, he had 10 in a row. He only had one season over 370. During the stretch of Willie Keeler's 8 seasons in a row, 200 hits or more, he had 6 seasons in a row over 370. And one of the seasons he batted 424, where Ichiro did not bat 400 in a batting season. So in the 1901 season, what did Willie Keeler do? He had 136 games, 595 at bats. That's a lot. He had 123 runs scored. That becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. His 8th season in a row, 100 or more runs scored. He gets 202 hits, 1901. That's 8 seasons in a row. 18 doubles, 12 triples, 2 homers, 43 RBI, 23 stolen bases, 21 walks. He bats 339. That becomes his 10th season in a row over 300. 6 of them, 370 or better. Bats 339, 369 on base, 420 slugging, 250 total bases. So, how many players in baseball history have a resume where they can say, you know what I did? I had 8 seasons in a row, 200 hits. Only one other guy, Ichiro Suzuki, he had 10 seasons in a row, 200 hits. There are other guys that had like 5 200-hit seasons in a row. Wade Boggs had 7. I believe it was 7, or was it 6? Let's look at Wade Boggs. He's the other guy closest. Yeah, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he had 7 in a row. Willie Keeler's one up on him. He had 8. So Ichiro, Keeler, and then Boggs are the guys who are able to string together consecutive 200-hit seasons. Ichiro had 10 in a row. Not bad. But he only batted 370 or better once. Willie Keeler had 8 in a row. And he batted 370 or better 6 times in a row. And he has a 424 in there. Wade Boggs, he had 7 in a row, but he never got past 370. He had his high was 368 among that stretch. So what do you think of this guy, Willie Keeler? What do you think of my proclamation as far as considering him one of the greatest hitters of all time? Not the greatest player of all time, obviously. He didn't have the power of homers and RBIs. If you want to say greatest player, we can look at Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Jimmy Foxx, Henry Aaron, Willie Mays, Ted Williams, Rogers Hornsby, Ty Cobb, those kind of guys. You know, Cobb did not have, he had about 8 200-hit seasons, but they were not in a row. He kind of had 3 in a row, then he had a 190, and then he had 2 in a row, then he had a 180, and then he had another one. How about Willie Keeler? I didn't know this about this guy. He's very prolific hitter. Wouldn't you agree? Do you like my proclamation? One of the greatest hitting of all time. Hitters of all time. Maybe top 10. I can think of probably 5 guys who are ahead of him right now. You got Cobb, Hornsby, Ed Delante, got Tris Speaker, George Sisler, Stan Musial was in there, but Jesse Burkett. These guys were hitters. Tony Gwynn, Ted Williams. These guys were hitters. Joe DiMaggio. But where does Willie Keeler rank? That would be a good quiz question. Where do you put him? Like I said, how many guys can claim 8 200-hit seasons in a row? That is consistency. He does it in a row, not just 8 for his career. That's 1901 season. Next video, 1902. I'm out.